Hi, everybody. Melissa Paluzzi here with the reading of the month for the collective for August 2025. And per usual, I am using The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And we have 4 Wednesdays in August, and I've pulled 4 cards to represent those four weeks of August. And it looks like we're going to be working on some authenticity. And this is the time for that. I mean, I feel like everybody right now collectively is figuring out what's in their life that isn't serving them anymore, what is they're ready to rid themselves of or not ready to rid themselves of, and it's happening anyway. Who you really are at the core of yourself, what you are. Are you just a person? Are you just a human being here on planet Earth, or are you a soul experience having a human experience too? So I think a lot of people right now are finding out that there's more to them than just the physical body. They're finding out that they're an energy, that they're a soul, they're a spirit. Things are definitely shifting here. It's very exciting. So let's talk about what's in store for us. All right. So first week we have the fork in the road. We've seen this card a lot. And here it's making another appearance. It doesn't surprise me because we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. I can't remember if it ends on August 9th or 11th, but don't worry about that. It's still going to go through to the end of August, just with, returning to its normal motion. It's going to take a little while for that shadow to complete. So we are in review mode when we get Mercury in retrograde. Yes, it does do wonky things with electronics, and we don't want to make any big plans during a retrograde, or be very careful if we have no choice. We want to read everything very carefully, back up your computers and save things, because we know strange stuff can happen. But Mercury retrograde is about reviewing. You get another opportunity to take a look at things. They come around again. So it can be a really beneficial time for you if you look at it that way. So we have a fork in the road. So if this came up before and you did not make a choice, you are going to have an opportunity now to make the choice. So how do you know which choice is going to be good for you? Well, the first thing to do is listen to your gut and listen to your body tell you. You can ask yourself, do I take path on the left, the path on the right? Ask your body, does the path on the left benefit me now? Something like that. You'll get a yes or a no in your body, and that could show up as butterflies of excitement for a yes. You could get dread in your stomach if it's a no. A lot of these things happen in your gut, but sometimes you will just know. You'll just have a yes or no in your mind, and that can just be your knowing. And sometimes neither of the options that's in front of you are the best option, but at least figure out figure that out. Don't get paralyzed, because every choice is an opportunity. And maybe let's just say you do choose and that's not the one that benefited you, or you feel like it didn't. It still could, because every choice is a lesson. Every choice does benefit you. There's really never anything that happens to you that doesn't have a benefit for you somewhere. You may just not recognize it as a benefit at the time. All right. So make your choice. See how you feel about your choice. Give it a little time. Give it a little experience. Get adjusted to it. And then if you really, really, really don't like the choice you made, you will be presented with another choice. So you really can't go wrong. But it does go better, and it is a little easier if you check in with yourself and listen to yourself. Don't listen to your fear. Don't listen to your thoughts. Those are not the places to get the answers for yourself. All right? So it looks good, though, because we end up with the no place like home for the next week. And this is really being in your happy place. Now, that could be your home. It could be your own body. We really contain everything within our body and our energy that we need and require. And so we are our own home. We are it. We are our safe place and our safe space. So if you're not feeling like that, there might be some clutter to clean. There might be some belief systems to shatter. And we all have that at some point or another, but your body is a temple for your soul. And when you make contact with that innermost part of yourself, you do know that you're home. But this could be a time where you are really making improvements, you're really cleaning, you're changing things around to feel better, your home feng shui feels better to you. But really, this is about knowing your authentic self and being at home there. And that really is a wonderful feeling. So I do think you do make that choice, and it leads you to this wonderful discovery of self. And then we're going to take a couple steps back, and it's not really a couple steps back, but we get to have some contrast in knowing about what we want, because we have the All That Glitters card. And this really is asking us to make sure that we're not too focused on the material. And if we have been, we may be finding this third week of August that the things that were important to us, the shiny, gold, glittery things that we thought were making us better people, that were giving us status, that were giving us importance, you may be finding that that really isn't where the gold is at all. The gold really is in you finding your real self and feeling at home within yourself. That really is the gold. It doesn't mean you can't paint your nails once in a while. It doesn't mean you can't wear some jewelry, but being so focused on those things is the issue. Because when you change your focus from these things into being grateful for what you already have, that's really where the magic is. Then you're going to be able to observe something completely different. And you know what? This is stuff that you have to toil for and work for, and there's some there's some inner resistance to needing these things. There's some energy present when you feel like you have to focus all of your attention on these kinds of things. And if you can understand that those aren't really where the focus of a human being, how do I want to say that? That you can place your attention on other things and benefit yourself far greater. That's what I mean to say. And I know that to be true because the last week of August we have the Milk and Honey card. And this is about participating in the kingdom on earth. This is about trusting the universe to bring you what you need when you need it, and even expanding you into receiving things that never occurred to you, never crossed your mind before, that you might want this, and yet here it is, and you find it to be perfect and lovely for you. This really is, to me, the epitome of what it's like to be living in the moment, being filled with gratitude, and just walking through life knowing that everything that you could need or want, and I mean want loosely, the gifts of the kingdom, the gifts of the universe, the gifts of source that can come to you when you stop focusing on what you thought was important, and you are stepping into trusting the universe to provide for all of those needs. And the magical things that can happen with this energy are just absolutely stellar. There's nothing like this, because this has no fear with it. This has no worry that you're not going to have. This has no lack mentality. This is living in the flow. So this reading is awesome because we start out with a decision, and yet here we end up. So I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. I think this Mercury retrograde is going to give us an opportunity to consider what we thought was really important to ourselves and our world and our families. And we are finding out that we can shift our focus. We can learn who we are and how we participate in the universe. And we can then shift our focus from the trappings of the earthly existence, and then we can just walk in the kingdom of the divine. I know it sounds like fairy tale and it sounds like something that we can't see yet, but it is there. And what it is it's a shift in your perspective and a shift in your energy and a shift in your thoughts. So this is absolutely doable. I'm rooting for you guys, and I can't wait. Why don't you let me know how you did with it? Just make some comments for me. If you appreciate these videos, go ahead and like and share them. I do enjoy doing these for you and for us. I think they're really inspiring and remind us to stay on track It's easy to get distracted. And let me know if I can help you with anything. I am studying human design now, so I'm doing reports and coaching for human design. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it. It's awesome. It tells you about your energy from the time and date you were born and where you were born, and gives you a lot of really good information about some good strategies to operate with your own energy. So very cool. If you think you want any kind of services with me, let me know. I'm here. See you next time.